Okay, it's recording now. Of course, go to my site plan or go to not only site plan, you can go to road level. But I like to use site because when you add site plan, the view range is different from the rest of your level. Only site will have full height of your model. The rest of the plan like road level, first story, other story, they only let you see up to 1.5. Yeah, so remember. Okay, so let's do a WT. So when you make changes, you're able to see what is the change like. Yeah, so assuming you have a few block later on, so you need that flat piece of land which is yours, also called flattened by the civil side or the main con. Okay, yeah. So how to do that? Now you go to messing. You see that just now a lot of tools here being gray off because you don't have a topo site. Yeah. Now you have ready. What is site component? Site component means you place your tree. See all the tree function. We call it planting. Okay. This one, if you have a piece of flat land, you can place in the car park. Building pad is the surfaces. That means something like your road level, you set in your compound, the environment or the surrounding flat area. So they can form different height. Depends on how you design your area. Okay, there's no right or wrong. But for our case here, I just want to make them one shot flat. Okay, yeah. Because sometimes you can see the contour side here, they may consist of different level. So you may want to design some condo at higher level, some at lower, and so on. But because currently we only have one block, so we can't do much. If the model got a few block with a few height different, then you can cut different level. So different level connection, if it's a road, you create a slope. If let's say block to block, it become a staircase. So it depends on the design. All right. So now we don't have anything. Now in the plan, to suppress the flat level is what we call the building pad. Now, split surface and merge surface is where you think that this piece of land is too big. Currently, your project phase one, you are doing only one part. Then you may want to cut away. It's called split surface. Then you can delete. Okay, if you don't want to delete, you can leave it, then don't touch. Sub region, you can see from your two tips here. The topo surface is there, but because it's a glass patch, now you can see that this guy or the tutorial here, they actually crop the space you want. Like what? Convert that area maybe to a sand or to a sandstone surface, but the thing is it's not flattened. It's still following your contour. It's like you just walking on the road, following the same contour design. It's not flattened. Okay. Property line, of course, is where you may want to define which property is yours. In Singapore, this is very known, or everywhere I would say this is your properties. So you need to have a property line. But Aki here, meantime, I don't want to do that because we don't have all this information. Uh, Graded region is to flatten or up to you. Okay, if you are given a piece of land to be flattened, you can use graded to auto adjust for you. But now this drawing we don't have. All right, then maybe sometime you got to do it yourself because as I said, we don't have that data. This one here, if you need to label those contour with a different height, with these tools, they're able to show you. where's the level. Okay, now I want to create a flat side, which is the building pad. So I select building pad. Actually is like your floor slab. It's just that now more on the whole side itself. Okay, so for this case, I will sketch something here. Maybe a line, maybe from this point to here. Assuming that this is some other side where you can see other stuff. So I want to sketch with a big topo surface. Okay, which is maybe when my model done, I'll copy a few set and try to rotate. So it's up to you to beautify this area. Okay, so maybe just this like that. I always like to maximize the area that we are using. Okay, because you build in the mountain, so your design can fluctuate one. Okay, I just randomly do one here and apply. You see what happened? Flatten already. See that? See now? Then if let's say this piece here is the road, you want to flatten also, you can do that. All right. So how to flatten it? I'll cover detail later on, but meantime, I would like to adjust the surface first because impossible whole place is just forest. So how people come in or drive in? You can create maybe this area, this is the lake or seaside, then you have road. A lot of things we can design that. Oh, so but just want to quick one, make this surface up to here roughly flatten. How? In order to change, you don't straight click component. If you click side component means you are sorry, topo surface. You are creating a new one. But now we are modifying the existing. So you must select the existing side first. Then you go to edit surface. Then it open up. Now you select this. Okay, you can actually select wider if you want. Then what is this surface here? If I set this to 0, it's exactly on my first story. I can still adjust further. Okay, I want to share with you first. So let's say I place 0, enter. You see that a lot of surface now has been flattened. Okay, finish it. Is it higher or flush? If it's not flush, then we got to check. See, now it's flush, right? Because this one was inserted at root level. But just now I forget I insert at first story or side. You see that my building is actually sink inside, which is wrong. So you can adjust. But currently now you can see the side and the see here. Sorry, not this. That. Ooh, I hate this is when I can't select the building pad. See surfaces. Tab. Make sure you select is called pad 1. Then you check the level. See, it still give me first story, which is I don't want. It should be root level. Terrible, right? Now it's suppressed lower already. Look at it. See this now. So that means just now I was too happy, which is this is wrong. Okay. So this platform must be same as your root level. So here I believe should be 500 difference. So in other words, I got to do some adjustment. So select one more time, edit surface, and select again. Now use my select this minus 500 because you know that your root level and your first story and at your elevation the difference, the thickness of that is 500. If you notice that. Okay, now I think should be okay now. Clear? Edit surface, finish it. Now should be flush. Huh? Did not ah? Ooh, partially done. See, I think it's partially done. Okay, it's partial. It means certain level is still high up. Okay, but certain area is already flush. See this? So you can take it in a way like one way in, one way out. I don't know why this sky is higher. See that? It's slightly higher. So it's quite a challenge. Not fully flatted. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. Okay. Oh, you can see mostly is flat, but I don't know why it doesn't flat. Very funny. See, your this land you can't make any changes. Then able to select your building pad is at road level, zero height is correct. So correct lah. I don't know why this graphic it doesn't want to update. Okay, so you notice that here overlapping. Overlapping is what? You must cut the opening. If not, overlapping, not nice. So in other words, last week I did create the drainage, right? But because I forget. So I'm not going to do any changes yet. Until I create my drainage, I will cut this opening outer ring. But up to here, any questions? Okay. So you can see that now your model is more or less surface, not sink in the ground, into the ground. So when you design this model done, you may want to copy and place maybe one here and one here, I don't know, because condo cannot be too close. Too close, no privacy, which is people don't like. Okay? Or as I said lah, you prefer to do a one model, then cut the surface. Just one model will do. So it's up to you, your presentation. Because when you do detail, too much detail on this, you copy out the file. Your file size is quite big. As you know, when you need to submit your project, what is the file size? Okay, bear that in mind. Take note of that. So always take note. Questions? No. Let me stop recording for this.